Hey Maker, in this video I'm going to walk you through how I shot this image with my iPhone. The product is a watermelon candle and we are doing a slice of summer picnic theme. If this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Christina Nicole, product photography coach for makers. This video is part of a 5-video series from start to finish on how I shot this watermelon candle. If you want to check out all the other videos, just make sure you grab the link in the description below this video to check out that playlist. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and set our camera up on a tripod. I'm going to move over to portrait mode so that I can properly frame this image. You'll notice when I do that, it jumps to a 2x zoom, which is perfectly fine. And a 2x zoom, anytime we're shooting something like a candle, it's actually great to use that 2x zoom because it's more true to a 50mm lens, where that allows your product to look most true to real life as far as like our eye typically sees. So go ahead and keep it at the 2x. Okay, I'm working on getting the candle centered. We're gonna leave a little bit of space for cropping. What we're gonna do is we're gonna tap the label on the watermelon. We're gonna hold to lock. I'm gonna hit the little F in the left right-hand corner and I'm gonna adjust F number a little bit. I've got to be careful. So going lower there, I lost the wick of the candle a bit. I'm still losing the wick. I want to bring it forward a little bit and maybe not lose so much of it. So we are losing the wick of the candle. And that kind of stinks. So let's go with like a 5.6 here. I'm watching the edges of the top rim of the candle as well. This is where sometimes, let's see how 1x does if I try it. Sometimes I gotta play with components. No, we're still losing. It's a little better, but we're still losing the wick again there as well. But it doesn't actually seem as bad. But now the shape of the candle is a little wonky, so it might just be something we end up fixing and editing, okay? Let's move in. We're gonna get back up on that higher angle. We can really see into the candle and all of its details. Okay, so we're going to tap to set focus. We're going to hold and lock that focus. I want to at least, let's see. Yeah, we're not gaining the wick back, so I'm going to keep it at a 5.6. I'm going to use my finger to increase exposure. And then I'm actually going to use my Apple Watch Bluetooth shutter release to capture this image. Okay, I'm going to pull back a little bit. I want to see a little bit of that grass in the front, so I'm just kind of reframing the photo a little bit more here. Tapping to set focus. Held to lock focus and exposure, increased exposure, and then I'm going to capture that photo. Since we've already lost the wick, I'm going to do a couple different F numbers while I have this open here, just testing a few different ones. Again, we want to be mindful of the rim on the top of the candle. And then, of course, as I mentioned, we're losing a little bit of the wick there with those lower F numbers. So just to recap quick, I recommend using a tripod and a Bluetooth shutter release. Use the grid within your camera. Properly frame the image so you're not cutting out too much of the photo when you go to edit, because you will lose pixels, which will decrease your overall quality. When you have additional elements in your image like I do, and it's a styled photo, definitely want to use portrait mode, blur those extra elements out. Keep in mind, you do have to have depth behind your product. Like those elements have to be further back from your product for that to work. And then also make sure you're tapping to set focus on the most important part of your product. You are holding to lock that focus and making exposure adjustments. And then capturing with a Bluetooth shutter. And those are the steps that I took to take this image. See you next time.